Hello guys and welcome back to iTechnology Review. So we're gonna do a year and a half for this quad-core Android navigation. We're gonna talk about how it runs, how are the applications for this navigation, what are the problems testing with this one in half a year of experience of this navigation for you to make an opinion. So the screen is great. It has some flickering also, but I'll recommend to the Chinese guys to make it not so glossy. We have some reflection of the sun, so the screen is okay. The backup camera is very fine. The image is more great. For example, I have an Audi A8 and the image quality of this navigation is more precise, the resolution is bigger because it's 1024 by 720, something like this. Is not HD, but it's almost HD. It's not SD either. So I like that in particular it runs smoothly, but don't over install applications. So install only what you are using of the application. So for example, YouTube, I installed the GPS, I installed Waze because Waze is very great. We have review for the Waze application if you want to see in our videos. We have a portable Wi-Fi spot. So for example, we have 3G now, we can use it in 4G. This navigation, you can click the Wi-Fi hotspot. So now the Wi-Fi hotspot is turned on. Is application portable Wi-Fi, something like this, portable Wi-Fi. No, I don't want to uninstall it. Okay, so in this navigation, the music, I'm gonna tell you the cons. For example, this original music player, if I turn off the engine and remove the key, when I will put back the key and for example, I stop at the petrol station. I stop at the petrol station, I take my key out and I can set it up 30 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes for this navigation to completely turn off. This is hibernation mode now. So it's not completely turn off, it's hibernation. When I put my key in the ignition, the player starts. Okay, and the controls of the steering wheel works with this original music player. If for example I use power amp, the power amp doesn't know, I even send message to the power amp, doesn't know to work with the steering wheel's controls. So come on guys, put some controls, CAN bus controls for the steering wheel. But at the listening, this player is great, is awesome. I like in particular with this EQ. With this EQ, the sound is great. I have a subwoofer in the trunk, so the sound is great. It's not a premium system, you know, like in premium cars in BMW 7 Series or Audi A8. But it's pretty good. The sound is, the bass is very powerful because I have Blaupunkt and it's very clear. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is that if I'm using the original, let me turn off the portable hotspot. If I'm using the original programs for the producer, it would work, but you know, at the music player, I'm not satisfied with the sound. The video player also turns on after I'm using. So if I'm using power amp, for example, okay, let's see. Sometimes the player will not work. You see, no. This time is working, but not all the times. The other applications are loading. For example. We have a tutorial and a review for radar. If I turn off the ignition, the radar will not work again. and if you see, the radar doesn't load up anymore. This is a kind of a problem because the navigations doesn't remember what last application remains in the background. Okay, let's continue. So I want to show you how to monitor your car with My Car Tracks. My Car Tracks start recording, you will make a profile and your car will be displayed on the smartphone. It's great because you will know where your vehicle is without the driver knowing. So this could be your little secret to monitor your car. I think it will tell you a speed, but for me it's enough to know where my car is. Okay, other application, iGo works great. Cam High, this is an application for monitoring your IP, Wi-Fi surveillance camera. YouTube application works great, but we have, I don't know if it's a red pixel in at night, especially you can see it on the black side, a special red pixel, a dead pixel in this screen. I think it's kind of a problem with the screen, but I like the screen is very clear, and sometimes it makes a flickering on some colors. It will make a flickering of some colors, but I like this screen. It for me is not that big problem. The screen recorder, so the screen recorder is somewhere here, screen recorder, and sometimes the screen recorder, I put it to HD, sometimes the screen recorder stops and corrupts that file, that video file. I don't know why. So if you want to make a screen recorder of something for me to show you how I'm navigating to this quad-core navigation, or how I'm using it, it's the chances of corrupting the file is pretty big. So let's see now. What I don't like, it's that the original DVR, let me show you, doesn't have sound. This car recorder is let me show you the image. Okay, I put a sound hood on the window of the car. It doesn't have sound, but I like it that will turn off when you remove your key from the ignition. So it's a good thing. With radar, you can record HD the sound, and it can make, when it reaches the maximum limit of your card, the overwriting. The original DVR can't do overwriting of the video file, so this is a bad thing. I recommend to you Rodley or Radar. Other con to this navigation is that the steering wheel controls of the volume will work all the time. So all the time the controls of the volume will work, but sometimes the button, you cannot use the volume control button, and you know, if you have something rapidly and you want to dim your sound or to lower it, you cannot, because these two round buttons will not work. If you can see, we have an audio, MFD, and settings. So when I switch, sometimes the audio disappears. I cannot change the audio. For example, if I use the original player, original music player, where is it? Okay, so we have track 27. I prefer leave from can to show me the name of the song directly into that maxi dot of the car. So it's okay, but it disappears that audio when you remove your key from, I don't know when. It has his times. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. For example, if I remove a couple of times the key, I think the audio will disappear. As a quality, in the winter it's great. It starts rapidly, not like other navigations that will not see the GPS signal. For example, the GPS signal is strong, but you got to have a car without an isolated glass or green glass or security bulletproof glass, because you have some problems there. But I don't think like this receiver is very powerful. It immediately see the GPS. Okay, the quad core, the processor is great. I have, for example, the DVR, and this is DVR. Sometimes it recognizes the signs of the traffic, and I have the GPS monitoring car. With 3G I have the sound. For example, I listen to the music or watch videos, and it runs smoothly. It's not running, very fast, but it runs smoothly, this quad core processor. I like that the 3G and the whole navigation starts in 30 seconds. So you get in your car, you put your key, when you start your motor and you leave the navigation, it's ready. So it's very fine, this navigation, it's great. It has some bugs, and I don't know where I saw are some firmwares for backing up for this navigation to make an upgrade for the firmware. But I strongly recommend to you, if your navigation works and works well, you don't have problems, don't make upgrades, don't make these firmware updates, because you will get some other problems. So or make your upgrades if you have the backup firmware. If you have the backup firmware, make your update. Some other program I want to show you, this auto start. It auto starts the Waze, because it has some features, but it doesn't start some applications. So I put this program, the application loads. The browser, man, I don't think I surf the internet in the car. I don't recommend you to surf the internet in the car, because you got to pay attention to the traffic. Let's see. So the TV is great. It's working for this navigation. I simmed for my country. This let me switch off my car tracks, because this consumes the bandwidth of the internet. And let's say this station also Waze consumes. Come on. So this application, Roadly, it consumes the most resources on this navigation. And the video player and the channel, we want to watch TV, so it's pretty rapidly connecting. You got to have a strong signal. Now we have from that USB stick from internet that is not very rapidly. You can connect to for example, by Wi-Fi this navigation to the phone, and you will use 4G instead 3G, so it's more rapidly. This is how to obtain TV without a TV tuner for this navigation. Sincerely, analog TV tuners are not that good. Digital TV tuners, well, you got to have signal for this, but in the internet, so with internet you got and you will find the TV very rapidly, the channels. Okay, the Facebook. If you're a fan, I don't recommend you. I install it, but I never use this application. I install it, but I'm not using the Facebook when I'm driving. So be careful and watch the road. Some kind of application called ADAS. I want to tell you the last information, the last news. Our application called ADAS. This is ADAS. Or ADAC. This is some kind of systems that uses your DVR camera for monitoring the distance between your car and the car in front of you. And if you are approaching to that car, your navigation will beep, will activate a sound or something like this for warning you that you are too close to the car in front of you. So this is a good thing. And lane assist, you know, like the premium cars have lane assist. The 2014, the 2015-16 cars have lane assist and have also these warnings for approaching to the car, safety features. And with this kind of DVR, you got to have a good DVR, a good quality of the picture, and that programs will help you that have ADAC or ADAS systems integrated. Let's search for ADAS. I found something like this one. ADS system, but you got to have a camera and some kind of, and you will tell to the navigation the position of the camera, look, the height, the center, the camera to the wheel, and all this information will make your camera see the your car and the car in front of you and warn you, and you have sensitivity. Is great, is great. I hope this technology will boost and pretty quickly will be available in Google Play Store, but a good technology, a safe technology, not some kind of cheap Chinese technology and application. And I told you, you got to have a good camera for this. To use screen mirroring, you got to connect your Android device, your phone, with the USB. You got to take out the 3G stack and connect it to a USB, turn off USB debug, and you can use screen mirroring. But I like it better. I don't know why these Chinese guys didn't afford to make by Wi-Fi the hotspot, the screen mirroring. You know, in iPhone you can use it wirelessly. This is wired. It's kind of inconvenient. But you know, you have two cards, two micro SD cards. You can put all kind of video files on that cards and use them. So be aware if you are formatting this navigation or if you are restoring to default values, you will lose the screen mirroring. To play music, when the USB or card is inserted, you got to click on this and it will remember the last application, or if you insert it, to play automatically the music. And you can use for that application I show you in the preview of in the beginning of this review, sorry, the original application where you want to store it, to store your video DVR. Okay, this is the amplifier. I saw another con. It doesn't have for subwoofer individual control. So you have field in driver, in front, rear, you know, or all. You have an equalizer and the loud function and the, I don't know, rock, pop, or user. But you don't have for the subwoofer control. This is not a very big inconvenient now. Don't format this navigation. Put small application and a few if it's possible. Don't overload it. Parking radar display, I don't know what the heck is this, because let's see if I put it, I don't see. These controls for turning the steering wheel to the left side or the right side are pretty cool, but are very sensitive. If I turn the steering wheel, let me show you. If I turn a little bit the steering wheel, hop, there she goes, a little faster. And if I were the producer, I'll make it more visible. Okay. The GPS monitoring and application option, you can set your application. Let's put the camera here. You can set your application to start when you press the Navi button here. Okay. Mixing, you can mix the sound mode or interrupt the sound mode. Put individually, switch to the GPS when it talks. It will mute your music. I like it. Mixing. So now I have 9 satellites. Is going great. and I like in this navigation. I don't know if in the previous review I showed you this feature. I like it because I can know vehicle settings. If my seatbelt, if for example if I put my seatbelt, will disappear that check. Or the cleaning fluid low, the handbrake pull, I pull my handbrake, it disappears, are some kind of information. Battery low will show you, and the rotation of your speed, your rotation of the engine, your battery voltage. I have 14 volts with AC, with air conditioning. If I turn my air conditioning, it will rise. It's good to have over 14 volts for your alternator or your engine charger to work. The temperature, the mileage, and the fuel mass. The fuel mass is very important to me because you know that analogic displaying of the fuel is not that precise. Okay. The MX player is working great. I recommend you to put the MX player for viewing videos. The Bluetooth is very easily. You can stream with your phone. Let me connect it to the car. My phone, and you can use OBD2. With OBD2, I don't recommend. I made a review for that OBD2, but it's a bad product because to some Passat cars, Volkswagen Passat or Volkswagen Jetta, you will have problems not displaying, and sometimes I hear from some guys that they burned their EQ with this OBD2. So for some displaying functions, I don't think it's worth gambling with this. Car kit, and now for example I can play. I'm playing now. I'm streaming to the car, and a good thing with A2DP from the Bluetooth, I can control the phone. I can control from the steering wheel. So I was able in the past to control with my navigation and steering wheel buttons the player. I don't know why now it's not working. I can rapidly change it to Bluetooth mode for pressing from the steering wheel button, the phone button, and surf and find any contacts. It's very easily. You can auto answer, auto connect. I like in particular for this navigation that you can make the hotspot. So be aware, if you are buying yourself navigations, don't buy it, and please remember this, don't buy it without Wi-Fi integrated in the navigation, because if you are putting the Wi-Fi adapter, for example, in USB port, it will use one single thing. You have two USB, for example, yeah? In one USB you will put the Wi-Fi dongle, and the other USB you will put the 3G. You cannot do hotspot streaming, so buy navigation with Wi-Fi integrated. So now at the element, I like in particular, if you are mounting for Skoda Octavia, for example, you can put the green, yeah, the green buttons. You see how nice this is, and the Chinese guys think about this. I put it red, for example, to match my Volkswagen. At the application, the producer will let you to download in the limit of 1 gig in the internal memory. That is what I had told you, to load up as few as possible the application. So I loaded the most important for me application, and not all of them, not games or something like this. So guys, this is pretty much the navigation. It runs smoothly over 1.5 years. Buy yourself, because it's a 8-inch navigation with all kinds of stuff, integrated Wi-Fi, with 3G support, with CAN bus taking over your radio, your commands of the steering wheel. It does offer some nice features. It's good looking screen, it has some bugs. No one tells it's a perfect navigation, but you know the producer are working on other navigations. I didn't use DVD or archive CDs. Don't put and leave your discs in the navigation, because the car will accumulate heat and will mess up your lens inside the. So if you watch a movie, take out the DVD inside your quad navigation car. So if you like this review, if we help you, thumbs up guys, and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials and reviews. Have a great day guys, and thanks for watching. See you, bye.